Okay, it says we are live. Hey, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining me here. It is definitely me, James MacArthur, coming to you on this Saturday here in July. My goodness, we're just about through the month of July, and it just, they say time flies, and sometimes it just really catches you off guard. The 22nd of July already. Anyhow, I am talking a little bit faster than usual because, as you know, I am on the move. And I will soon be gaining some altitude over the mountains here, and at that point the signal will be most likely cut. And I do want to get a quick message out while I have the opportunity. I just left the heavy congested traffic zone there around Frederick Airport there, that area, and I had to get some special instruction and stuff. But now I am in a good spot to talk for a few moments. So again, thank you for tuning in. But here's the message real quick, and it is related to what I'm doing right now and what I'm dealing with right now. It's entitled Keep Your Head Up. And have you ever heard the term before, your attitude determines your altitude? And this is true in the very literal sense, the attitude that you choose to have, and that's what an attitude is. It is something that we choose. We have control of. It doesn't matter what's happening to us. We don't have control of what happens to us, but we have control of how we respond to whatever happens to us. So your attitude determines your altitude. In flying, the term attitude is not the normal meaning that you think, but it is literally the orientation, the up or down orientation on that axis of the nose of the aircraft. And if you have the nose with an upward attitude, it's pointing upwards, that is what you need to gain altitude. And of course, the opposite, a down-facing attitude, you will lose altitude. So in a very real, literal sense, when we want to elevate our state, bad things have happened to us. We're in a bad situation. We feel down. Circumstances are not going the way we would like them to go. It is amazing the response that eventually kicks in when we just decide to have a better attitude. It eventually corresponds to our altitude, where we are. Doesn't mean that all of the problems magically disappear and everything is all good. That's not what I'm saying or suggesting. But you have to realize just how powerful the attitude that you choose. I say that and I stress that because people often don't fully grasp that 100% of your attitude is your choice. So the attitude that we choose to hold on to at any given time for the day or for the moment or for our lives, it has a full bearing and full relation to where we end up, the elevated state we're in or a depressed state we're in. Not to say that there aren't other things that can cause a depressed state. It's not necessarily always your fault. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm simply telling you that your attitude determines your altitude. So when you wake up in the morning, and things aren't the way you wish they would be, just make a determined effort that I'm, it sucks today. I don't like where this is going, but I am going to make a point of developing, to the best of my ability right now, a better attitude. All right? So I wish I could say more about it right now, but I know where I am, and I believe this signal will be cut at any moment. So this is something we can tweet about, talk about. You know how to get a hold of me. Some of you still like to email. That's an easy one, MacArthurMedia@gmail.com. MacArthur is all spelled out. And the Facebook and the Twitter and all of that stuff. I think most of you probably know how to connect with me, but I will do that in another recording for those of you who have been tuning in to these new Spreaker mini podcasts, mini recordings, and all of that stuff. All right, coming to you from somewhere over these mountains here in far western Maryland at this point, I'm James MacArthur. Thank you for listening. What's up, Baltimore?